Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYNT Mountain News at 11.
Can't rest, can't eat. I've eaten one bologna sandwich since Sunday. I just like to see him come back home safe.
An emotional moment from Eldon Howard, the father of 22-month-old Kenneth Howard. The toddler disappeared from his Magoffin County home late Sunday evening. Howard is now offering a $5,000 reward to anyone who can help him find his son. And search teams officially suspended their search last night around 6:30, but resumed this morning. Today, dozens of search teams are leaving no stones unturned. Kenneth Howard was last seen Mother's Day evening. I talked with search team leaders and volunteers about where things stand more than 50 hours after Kenneth was reported missing. These bloodhounds are part of 8 different canine search teams combing through this area. They are using the scent from Kenneth's belongings to hopefully find the 22-month-old boy.
We had used all of our resources that we were aware of yesterday. Our local emergency management coordinator called me this morning, and he'd come up with some extra dog team and some other SAR, search and rescue teams.
You get a light in it? Like many of the people out searching, Robert Holland is volunteering his time. He says finding this boy is personal.
I come out because, I have grandkids of my own, and it's tomorrow to get out here and help look. Because if it's one of my kids, I want somebody to help me too.
Carter Conley is leading the search. He says crews are doubling the search radius from where teams were Monday.
We have extended out to about a mile away from the area here. To include the ridge line and some places that they'll strip mine.
More than 50 hours missing, crews certainly feel the sense of urgency finding the boy before it's too late.
Hopefully we've cleared that area that he's not in. And so it's just day by day getting people back. Of course, now we're going into our 3rd day. And, dogs get tired and people have to work.
Volunteers are not losing their feeling of hope that Kenneth will be found alive.
I hope there is, we can find him or somebody find him on the road or whatever, so maybe somebody just picked him up, you just never know.
At this point, investigators are urging anyone with information to come forward.
Don't hesitate if you think that you might have spotted this child anywhere. Don't hesitate to call the local state police.
Working against the clock. Search teams ended their search this evening around 10. They will be back out tomorrow morning to continue their search. And people gathered at 2 separate vigils to pray for 22-month-old Kenneth Howard. A big crowd came out to Ramey Memorial Park in Salyersville. The community still hopes the missing toddler will be found. People at another vigil in Paintsville say they are with the family.
I know that the pain that I feel inside, I can't even imagine to begin how they're feeling right now.
Pastors at one vigil tonight urged people to pray for Kenneth every hour on the hour until he is found. We will keep you updated on the search as we learn more on WYMT.com. The state education commissioner says they cheated. 2017 test scores are being thrown out at Betsy Lane Elementary in Floyd County. Officials say there was evidence that staff deliberately altered student exams and provided inappropriate assistance to improve test scores. The state says 3 administrators and a teacher at the school will be reported to Kentucky's Education Professional Standards Board, which oversees educators' state licenses.
We are moving forward with ensuring everyone's following the protocols, policies, and procedures of state testing to the letter of the law. We've already put things in place. We've been working through a corrective action plan.
Adkins says monitoring will be mandatory during testing from here on out. A man police believe killed 1 man and injured another is still on the run. The shooting happened last week in Mingo County, West Virginia. It's just across the border from Pike County. Investigators say 19-year-old Khalil Woods killed Roger Markham and tried to kill Randall Bowen. The sheriff says Woods also goes by the nickname Fresh. He should be considered dangerous. Police in Breathitt County took to Facebook looking for a man wanted for trespassing. Take a look at this surveillance video. The man goes on the patio of this home near downtown Jackson and looks through the windows and doors. He spends several seconds there. Police want help from the public identifying him. They say they are not sure if he was planning to later come back and possibly burglarize the home. They say Facebook helps a lot in finding out who people may be.
We receive tips and have solved a lot of crimes through Facebook. We probably arrested 20 or 30 people by making posts on Facebook like who is this, or you know, can you identify me?
If you have any information on who that might be, contact the Jackson City Police Department at 606-666-2424.
And we saw more sunshine today than we did yesterday, and temperatures were a little bit warmer but still chilly out there. You'll notice as we take a look at the Interstate 64 Moorhead camera, we started out with those clouds throughout the day, but we saw those clearing out as we headed into the overnight hours, and we're going to continue to see those clouds clear overnight. So we'll hang on to a few of them, but that'll keep us pretty cool as we head into those overnight hours. Check out the temperatures now, really into about those low to mid 50s, some spots already into those upper 40s as well, and we'll continue to see those temperatures drop as we head throughout the overnight hours. And for your bus stop forecast early in the morning, you're definitely going to want to bundle up as temperatures are really going to be into about those mid to upper 40s. So a cool start, but hopefully we'll get near 70 tomorrow, so a little bit warmer than today. Slowly and surely we'll see those warmer temperatures continue. So as we head into tomorrow, a few clouds, stray chance is possible. Warm up heading into your Thursday and into your Friday as well. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes. Justin.
All right, Paige, thank you. At Hazard Community and Technical College today, people across Eastern Kentucky met to discuss a unique way of putting people to work. Hosted by SOAR and the Kentucky Highlands Promise Zone, they talked about connecting God with the will to work. Speakers discussed how God created us to work, and together we can teach those who are seeking jobs. There is a pathway and a desire to do what God built us to do if we believe.
Our faith-based community is the place to begin that. They are the ones that are highly motivated, that feel led to be in this particular field, and if we can give them additional tools to be able to help bridge that gap, to have a greater understanding, and to bring people back into community, which work does.
The keynote speaker was Todd Lamphere from Paula White Ministries. Paula White is the pastor to the president. Leaders at the Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport broke ground today on a new cargo hub. Amazon is investing about $1.5 billion in the hub. And airport leaders say it will support more than 100 Prime Air cargo planes. It's expected to add more than 2,700 jobs to the airport. The Hindman Settlement School is one of many nonprofits people are donating to on Kentucky Gives Day. The Settlement School serves the local community and region. They host many events and programs throughout the year, such as educational classes, cultural heritage workshops, and food banks.
1 in 9 people in Kentucky work for a nonprofit, and all Kentuckians are served by nonprofits. And so for us, it's a really special day to lock arms with our donors, to raise awareness of our work, and to raise needed money for the programs and facilities that we have here on our campus.
To donate to the foundation, you can contact the Hindman Settlement School. May is Better Speech and Hearing Month, and doctors say now is the perfect time to get a hearing screening. Audiologists at Southern Kentucky Audiology in Corbin say a recent article shows 700,000 Kentuckians suffer from a significant amount of hearing loss. Doctors say there are several risk factors for hearing loss that affect all ages. They say one of the most prevalent risk factors in our area is exposure to gunshots, oftentimes while hunting.
People may not even realize that they have a hearing loss because it can vary in range. It can start at what we would call maybe a minimal hearing loss, all the way to a more profound loss where patients would be considered deaf.
For more information on how hearing loss can be prevented, you can go to sekayaudiology.com. There is a pretty sweet new attraction at Jenny Wiley State Park, literally. A new hive of honeybees was relocated to the park today, and WIFT's Buddy Forbes talked with those involved who say the whole point is to educate the community.
Jenny Wiley State Park has formed a new partnership that is all the buzz in Prestonsburg. The park recently reached out to local beekeeper Jason Conley, who has made his living relocating honeybees.
This is all I do is bees. I don't know, they may just love me, I guess.
The bee man said he is excited to give this hive a home at the park, where it will be used to help others learn more about the bee he loves.
Without them, we're dead. It's just plain and simple.
Conley said the bee is crucial to everyday life and hopes the new installation will create more awareness about the bee and its job.
3/4 of your food that we consume each week, 3/4 of it was pollinated by this little bee.
He said educating the community is a step in the right direction.
If you see these swarms occur, get a hold of your extension office. Let's do what we can to save these things.
That's where the Jenny Wiley hive truly comes into play.
Their ultimate goal here is to educate people with these.
Park naturalist Trinity Shepard agreed.
Well, they are really the stars of the show.
Saying the hive gives the park a unique opportunity.
Just being able to add another hive to the park here and to be able to teach about pollination and where our food comes from and our trees and all of that is pretty special.
The park's program season begins Memorial Day weekend, and that is when Shepard hopes to bring in anyone who may be interested. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
For more information, or if you have any questions about the bee man and his work, you can check out the Facebook page. Coming up at 11, Tiger Woods and his girlfriend have been named in a wrongful death lawsuit. We'll tell you why. But first, we'll head to the scene of a deadly mid-air plane crash in Alaska.
And temperatures continue to increase over the next few days, but what about those rain chances? Well, we'll break those down in just a few short minutes.